So, should we start? Okay. So, today we are going to learn memory segmentation. Okay. Now, first question is, what is segmentation? Dividing your memory into number of parts is called segmentation. It is as simple as that. Yes? What is segmentation? You are dividing your memory into different parts. It is called segmentation. Okay? Now, when we are talking about memory and when we are talking about 8086, just keep in mind that we are talking about RAM, random access memory. Yes? Anything that you are seeing on your screen currently also, it comes through RAM only. Yes? There are primary memory, there are secondary memories. Currently we are talking about primary memory. Yes? So throughout the discussion, just keep in your mind that we are talking about RAM. What we are discussing? We are discussing segmentation. We want to divide our RAM into different parts. This is what we want. Get it? Question number 2. Why we need to do this? What is the problem? Yes, if everything is fine, can't we use full RAM as RAM itself? Why we need to divide it? So try to understand. This is my memory. My program is stored normally sequentially. Yes, we stored our program in sequence. Yes. Then there is a data. So suppose WhatsApp is my program, messages are my data. That messages are stored randomly at any place. Yes. And there is something called stack. Now stack normally stored in a backward position. From bottom to top. It will go like that. Understand? So sometimes what happens that suppose you have stored 50 over here in stack. And when you are writing a program, you are overwriting this 50 to increment up. Suppose this kind of instruction is replacing my 50. So there are chances that one data of another part will get overwritten by another part by mistake. Understand?
Yes.
Get the problem? Data gets overwritten. That's the problem because they are not stored properly. Yes? To resolve this problem, we'll have segmentation. Get it? What is the problem?
Segmentation.
Your data are stored randomly at random positions normally. So there are chances that one user has written some program. It is stored on location X, and your program is also written on the same location X. So the X initially written by X user is now removed, and he will get the wrong data. Yes, this is called data overwriting. To solve this issue, we are using segmentation in 8086. Clear? These two things are done. Now, how to resolve it? We are creating memory and main memory. We are creating segments, and each segment is separate from other segment. So whatever you have written in this segment is remain in this part only. You have written something in this segment will remain this part only. So this data will never get conflicted and never get overwritten. That is the advantage. How 8086 process all these things, that we will study in today's lecture. This much thing is okay?
Yes.
What we are discussing? Memory segmentation. Why we need it? To resolve the problem of overwriting of data. Clear? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's start with 8086. As I said, in 8086, first of all, we are talking about RAM. Yeah?
Yeah.
In 8086, you are having 16 bit of data bus and you are having 20 bit of address bus. Yes, this is the truth. So you need to accept it. In 8086, your data bus size is 16 bit. Your address bus size is 20 bit. Keep in mind. Yes?
Yes.
Huh? Okay, now because I am having 20 bit address bus, concentrate here. If I am having 1 bit, it can be 0 and 1. So I can represent two different locations. Yes? Address bus will give you the address of the different location. If I am having 2-bit address bus, I can have 4 different locations. Understand? If I am having 3-bit address bus, I can have 8 different locations. If I am having 4-bit address bus, I can have maximum 16 different locations. Get it? So in 8086, you are having 20-bit address bus. So you can have maximum 2 raised to 20 different locations possible. Understand?
Yes.
What is 2 raised to 20 is equal to 2 raised to 10 into 2 raised to 10 is equal to k into k is equal to m, million. So in 8086, total locations possible are 1 million. What is the maximum amount of size possible in 8086? 1 million. Get it? What is the reason? Because in 8086 your address bus is of 20 bit. This is the reason. Get it?
Yes.
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 Okay. Now, if this is my memory, this is about location. So this is 20 bit location. This is 20 bit location. Okay. Now 00000H is my 20 bit number. True or false? True. Because this number is hex number. One hex digit is equal to 4 binary bit. Yes. If I write down 1, 2, 3, 4, H, this is 16 bit number. 0001, 0010, 01011, 0100. Understand?
Yes.
Just by seeing the number, you should know that number is 8 bit number, 16 bit number, or 20 bit number. 50H, this is my hex number, and this number is 20 bit number. Understand?
Yes.
This is the minimum address of my location. Yes. What will be the maximum address of my location? This is my last location. What would be the address of this? Five times FH, all 1 is my last address. Understand?
Yes.
Yes. Any memory will contain two things: address and the value. Yes. How many such addresses are possible? 1 million. Yes. Each location can store how many bit data? Just keep in mind, in any processor, in latest processor or in 8086, each location of memory can store only 8 bit of data. Yes. Can I store 1, 2, 3 H in this location? Can I store 1, 2, 3 H in this location? No, because 1, 2, 3 H is 12 bit data. 4 3s are 12.
Yes.
Yes. Can I store FFH in that location? Yes. FF is 8 bit data. 1 hex digit, 4 binary bit. Just make it fix in your mind. Concentrate. 1, 2 H, 8 bit number. 4 H, 4 bit number. 4, 2, 3 H, 12 bit number. 1, 1 FFH, 16 bit number. Yes? Understand? And that's why hex numbers are important. We are dealing with hex numbers. Each location of your memory can store
1 million.
8 bit of data. One location can store 8 bit of data. How many such locations possible? 1 million. Understand?
Yes.
So 1 million into 8 bit. That much data you can store in 8086. Get it?
Yes.
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 Again, we have 20 bit address bus. There are two things: address, data. Yes. How many addresses are possible? How many addresses are possible total? 1 million. Okay. Address કેટલા બીટ નું હશે?
8.
Address કેટલા બીટ નું હશે?
1.
20. Your address bus is 20 bit. Again. Concentrate. See, that's why I told you the lecture would be very long. Okay. Let's make it very clear. This is my memory. Okay. Of 8086. Settled. Now this is memory. This is not microprocessor. This is my microprocessor 8086 mu P. Both are connected with something called address bus and data bus. Understand?
Yes.
Memory is outside my microprocessor. Yes.
Yes.
This is RAM. This is my microprocessor. Clear?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. This is location 1. Location 2. Location 3. This is my location N. What is this N is equal to? What is this N? 1 million. Understand?
Yes.
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 How many such locations possible? 1 million. Why? Because our data bus is of 20 bit 2 raised to 20 locations possible. Understand?
Yes.
I want to access this location, suppose. Then there must be some address of this location. This address is 20 bit address. A, B, C, D, E, H. is my 20-bit address. Understand?
Yes.
So here all addresses will look like this. 5 digit of hex. Yes? All these are the locations where you can store data. How much data you can store? 8 bit. Understand? So 1, 2, 3, h can be stored over here?
No.
This is 12 bit data. That is not possible. So 12 and 03h. It will be stored like this. Only 8 bit data you can store on one location. Understand?
Yes.
Get it?
Yes.
Even in current processor also you can store only 8 bit of data. Not possible to store more data. Get it? Yes?
Yes.
This problem is solved. Why can't we store directly 16 bit of data? If that kind of facility available, we can store more data in a single slot. We can fetch more data in a single time. Yes, it would be a good thing. Then why you can store only 8 bit of data? Can you tell me the reason? Simple reason. If you store everything in your bag, it is very difficult to find it out. તમારી પાસે બેગ છે, બેગમાં તમે ગોળ મૂકી શકો, તમારે 10 રૂપિયા સ્ટોર કરવા છે, બેગ વાપરશો કે વોલેટ વાપરશો?
Wallet.
અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ વાય? કારણ કે બેગમાં 10 રૂપિયા મૂકશો તો બાકીની જગ્યા વેસ્ટ જશે અને તમારે બેગ કેરી કરવું પડે. યસ?
Yes.
The same is the concept over here. If my single location can store 16 bit of data or 20 bit of data or 18 bit of data and I only want to store 4, then all other bits will get wasted. Your memory is not utilized properly. That is the reason each location is of 8 bit only. That is the minimum unit of memory. 8 bit is equal to 1 byte. Yes?
Yes.
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 Now concentrate. We have total how many locations?
1 million.
Million. Each location can store how many bit of data?
8.
8 into 8 bit is equal to 8 bit m. 8 bit is equal to 1 byte. Yes? 1 MB of data you can store in 8086. That is the limit of 8086. You can have maximum 1 byte of data. The initial processor is having RAM of 1 megabyte. Understand? Yes?
Yes.
So started with all this. Get it? Pati. Oh yeah. Acha. This is fine. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, this is about the memory of 8086. Now we need to create segments. Yes? What is segmentation? You are dividing your memory into number of parts. Yes? Who will create parts? User will create parts. So in 8086, we as a user create the segments. Clear? Who will create the segment? User. Who will manage the segment? Computer. You can't manage yourself everything. तो भाई पहला जो system है वो सारी है. Yes?
Yes.
If someone will ask you, who will create segments? User will create the segment. Who will manage the segments? Computer will, operating system will manage the segments. Clear? Yes. So if I am dividing my memory into different segments, what is the advantage? Now there is no problem of overwriting. We can solve the problem of overwriting. We can prevent overwriting. Yes?
Yes.
And the second and the biggest advantage of doing segmentation is it has given the birth to file folder system. Currently you are using files and folders in your computer. Now think properly. Your each file is a segment and your each folder is a segment. कोई दिवस એવું થાય એક ફાઇલ ઉપર બીજી ફાઇલ લખાઈ દે કોપી થઈ ગઈ
No.
નહીં જતી રહે એક ફાઇલ ઉપર બીજી ફાઇલ જાય એવું કોઈ દિવસ નહીં જાય કેમ one file is one segment so it can't get overwritten by another file. Understand? It's a wider concept of segmentation only. Each folder is a segment so one folder can't copy into मतलब overwrite the second folder directly. Yes?
Yes.
Understand? So the concept of segmentation has given the birth to your current file system. And who creates the file? We. Image is a file. So एक JPG file છે એમાં આનો ફોટો છે એમાં બીજા કોઈનો ફોટો અંદર આવી જાય ઓટોમેટિકલી નહીં આવે. So each file is a segment. Who is creating it? We. User will put it. Who will manage it? કમ્પ્યુટર એ ક્યાં સ્ટોર છે એના ઉપર બીજું નહીં જવું જોઈએ બધું કોણ મેનેજ કરે
Computer.
કમ્પ્યુટર અંડરસ્ટેન્ડ
Yes, sir.
so
Yes.
that's the advantage okay and at any given point of time only one segment you are using from your RAM that there may be multiple segment again keep in mind there may be multiple files there may be multiple segments but at any given point of time you are using only one segment that segment is called active segment clear
Yes.
settled
Yes.
this much thing is okay
Yes.
this much we have covered so this part is
Okay.
done quite good what is the size of memory in 8086 maximum size of memory in 8086
1 million.
1 megabyte yes
Yes.
how many locations possible
1 million.
1 million each location can store how many bit 8 bit 1 2 1 2 x how many bit number
16.
this is my address of location true or false
No.
false each address must be of 20 bit this is
16 bits.
now 20 understand
Yes.
ઊંઘમાં ઉઠાડે તો પણ યાદ રહેવું જોઈએ ક્લિયર ચલો now in 8086 we are creating four different segments okay in 8086 you are having the opportunity to create four different segments one is called code segment one is called data segment one is called stack segment and one is extra segment in 8086 there are four segments available they are called code segment data segment stack segment and extra segment code segment is the place where you are writing your programs data segment where your data resides stack is used internally for internal purpose and last is extra so if your code is very big and you want to use some extra space you can use extra segment so there are four kind of segments available in 8086 four kind of segments not four segments how many segments are possible multiple segments are possible but they are out of this any of these four understand
Yes, sir.
there can be 12 segments 4 data segments 4 code segments 4 extra segments and remaining stack segment understand
Yes.
so there may be multiple segments but they are belong to any of this category understand
Yes.
yes who will create these segments we as a user will create this segment always who create these segments user who will manage it
Computer.
that's why we are not started our programming yet because we need to understand how to create this segment how to initialize it and how to use it understand
Yes.
yes
Yes.
okay so this is fine now again I need your concentration there is a problem with your address bus what's the problem what is the size of your address bus
20 bits.
20 bit yes now we are dealing with byte normally usually your computer system is dealing with bytes as we have already discussed so normally to store 20 bit you require 2 full byte 1 half byte yes
Yes.
8 વત્તા 8 એટલે 16 ને 4 20
Yes.
yes
Yes.
get it so what do you mean by that 20 bit address bus is not byte compatible if it is 16 bit it is byte compatible if it is 24 it is byte compatible 20 is not byte compatible number yes it is not byte compatible your byte can't every time if you are using 3 byte to store your 620 bit address bus you are losing your 4 bit yes yes problem is clear 8086 is called 16 bit microprocessor your current microprocessors are called 64 bit microprocessors why your current microprocessors are called 64-bit microprocessor? Because currently your processors can process 64 bit of data in a single clock cycle. Understand? All the infrastructure available inside your microprocessor is supporting 64-bit operations in single clock cycle. Understand? Yes. 8086 is called 16-bit microprocessor. Now tell me why? Because the architecture of 8086 is supporting only 16-bit operation in single clock cycle. Yes, your data bus is of 16-bit.
Yes.
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 Your all the internal registers are also of 16-bit, so you can process 16-bit data at a time. That is another problem. So now the problem is your address bus is 20-bit. You can process only 16-bit of data at a given point of time. Yes. એટલે આપણે આ 20 બીટ નું કઈ ને કઈ કરવું પડે. Understand the problem?
Yes.
Yes. What can we do? Huh? Extra? We can make the address bus 24 bit. That would be a better solution. But they have made it 20. Best thing is if they have made the address bus 16 bit, our problem get resolved. 16 bit address bus can store and easily, and it is byte compatible also, right? But they have used 20 bit address bus. Now if you increase your address bus, what is the advantage that you can get? તમે એડ્રેસ બસની સાઈઝ વધારો તો શું એડવાન્ટેજ થાય? 2^20 ની જગ્યાએ 2^16 થાય. 2^20 is 1 million. 2^16 is something k. 2^6 into 2^10. 2^6 is 64k. Yes. તમારી મેમરી લોકેશન 64,000 થઈ જાય 1 મિલિયન ની જગ્યાએ. Yes.
Yes.
જો તમને વધારે મેમરી જોઈતી હોય તો એડ્રેસ બસ વધારે હોવી જોઈએ. Yes, a simple logic. If you need a more space, your address bus will be of more size. It is as simple as that. So in initial phase, they thought that we want more memory in 8086. So they have created 20-bit address bus. Now it is fixed. Yes.
Yes.
Problem with us is we can't handle this 20-bit number. We need only 16-bit number. This is our problem. Get it? In a simpler term, we want 16-bit number. We can't handle 20-bit number. That is our problem. Yes. Yes. So what we have done is, now see. Again, concentrate. If this is my location of memory, here F8H is stored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5H is the location of this particular location, memory location. This is my address. This is the value at that address. 8086 memory. Yes.
Yes.
20-bit address. 8-bit data. Yes.
Yes.
I can't handle this 20-bit address, so I will create something called virtual address. What I will do?
Virtual address.
I will create virtual address. Now what is virtual address? Virtual address is segment address multiplied by 10 plus offset address. This is equal to physical address. So this 20-bit address we are creating like this, and this is nothing but virtual address. One second. So 1, 2, 3. So now this is my memory. This is my code segment. Okay. In code segment I have written something. Now I have concentrate column. Concentrate here. This is my code segment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 1, 0, A, B, C. Something like this is written. This everything is written in hex. They are 8-bit numbers. Yes.
Yes.
Get it?
Yes.
Okay. Now the physical location of this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. Now each location is of 1 byte. So the next location is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Suppose this is written 1, 2, 3, 4, F. Suppose વચ્ચે બહુ બધું છે. Assume it that there are some more bits available over here. Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Suppose CC is stored on location 1, 2, 3, 4, F. Yes? Now, if I want to access CC, what is my physical address? 1, 2, 3, 4, F. Understand? 20 bit address on which CC is stored. Clear?
Yes.
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 But the same thing can be accessed like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my segment address, the starting address of code segment. Colon 0, 0, 0, F. Now what happens? This is my virtual address. So throughout our programming and our usage purpose, we will use virtual address only because we can't store 20-bit number. Understand? So now what your computer do inside this 1, 2, 3, 4 multiply with 10 plus 0, 0, 0, F. This is what it do internally in the background. You don't need to do this, your computer will do this. Understand? So what you will get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 plus 0, 0, 0, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, F. And it will do the same location. Understand?
Yes.
So the segment address will give me the starting location of my segment, where my segments get started. Understand?
Yes.
અને એમાં મારે અંદર કેટલું જવાનું છે તે મને કોણ કહેશે? ઓફસેટ એડ્રેસ. Understand? Yes.
Yes.
Get it? Now you people tell me if I want to access 10 which is on location 1 2 3 4 9, what will be my virtual address to access this?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 2 3 4 colon 0 0 0 9. Understand?
Yes.
Very good. Now suppose the same segment is started at location 2 3 4 5 0 H and this location is 2 3 4 5 8. Now what your segment address and what will be your offset address? Tell me. 2 3 4 5 H. Only 16-bit number is my segment address. My segment is started on this location. Yes? And what is my offset address? 0 0 0 8. Get it?
Yes.
If I want to access 12, tell me the virtual address first. If I want to access 12, the first location, what is my virtual address?
2, 3, 4, 5, colon
2
0, 0,
3 4 5 H colon 0 0 0 0. Your starting address is 0 0 0 0 H. So it will go to first location. Understand?
Yes.
So this is how your virtual address and physical address works. What is my physical address if? Concentrate here. 8 9 A B colon 0 0 1 2. This is my virtual address. You need to tell me the physical address.
8, 9.
How to do that? This is my virtual address possible. What do you mean by this? Your segment is starting with this location. Yes?
Yes.
I want to go 12 steps inside that location to get my actual value. Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
What is my physical address? First thing, તમારો આન્સર કેટલા બીટ ના આવશે? Your answer will contain how many bit? 20 bit. જેને આ બી ખબર નહીં પડે તેને કઈ નહીં આવડે. Your physical address is on 20 bit. Yes?
Yes.
8 9 A B 0 plus 0 0 1 2. 0 plus 2 2. B plus 1 C 8 9 8. This is my physical location. Yes?
Yes.
Get it?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Now, if you understand this much, there is some tricky question. Now, suppose there are some marks, 5 marks for this question. What is the maximum size of one segment? You people tell me. Just by understanding the segment address and offset address, you need to tell me what is the maximum size of one segment. One segment can be of this size only. આના કરતા મોટો segment હોઈ શકે નહીં. Tell me the location, size. Your segment address is of how many bit? 16 bit. What is your offset address? 16 bit. So segment address will tell you where your segment starts. Suppose it starts over here. Yes. એની અંદર કેટલું જવાય કોણ ડિસાઈડ કરે? Offset address. If offset address is of 16 bit, What is the minimum number that you can access using this offset address? 0, 0, 0, 0. What is the maximum number that you can go? F, 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 F. So total 16 bits you can change maximum. એના કરતા વધારે બદલાવાનું છે નહીં. What is 2 raised to 16? 2 raised to 6 into 2 raised to 10. 2 raised to 6 is 64. 2 raised to 10 is K. What that means? One segment can have maximum 64K size. Understand? Yes. 64K. Your one segment in 8086 can have maximum what size?
64K.
How it comes? Using offset address. Each segment starts on one location, but how much it will go inside, that is decided by offset. And your offset is of 16 bits. Understand?
Yes.
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 This was easy. Okay. The difficult one is this. What is the minimum size of any segment? If I create one segment and I want a minimum segment, what is the minimum size? 1, 2, 3, 4, colon 0, 0, 0, 1. This is my one segment virtual address.
Yes.
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 Where my next segment can get started? આના સૌથી નજીક મારે સેગમેન્ટ બનાવવું હોય તો સૌથી નજીક સેગમેન્ટ ક્યાં બને? 1 2 3 3 or 1 2 3 5. This is the minimum number that you can use to start a new segment. Yes.
Yes.
આના કરતા કોઈ નજીકનો નંબર છે નહીં. પોઈન્ટમાં we can't give numbers. We need to give some digit. So if this is my current segment, if I want to create my new segment, it can create it on this location or it can create it on this location. Yes. If I create on this location, then my actual physical address becomes 1 2 3 3 0. Here 1 2 3 4 0. And this will start at 1 2 3 5 0. So why 0? Because we need to multiply with 10 to get the physical address, actual address. Yes? 16-bit address is virtual address. We want physical address. So if my one segment is on location 1 2 3 4 0, the nearest segment will be on 1 2 3 3 0 or 1 2 3 5 0. Understand? What is the difference between two segments? What is the difference between two segments? 10. 30 plus 10 is 40, 40 plus 10 is 50. The difference is of 10. So the minimum size of your segment is 10. Yes?
Yes.
No. Everything that you are discussing in 8086 is in hex. These are hex number. 10 in hex is equal to 16. What? 10 એટલે 16. Decimal માં 10 ને કાઢો, it is 16. Yes? Yes.
Yes.
So 10 in hex is the difference. So officially it is 16 different locations that you need to skip. Understand? So the minimum size of your any segment is 16 byte. Understand?
Yes.
Yes. Just for the sake of revision. Again. Okay. Where we have started? In 8086, we are having 4 kind of segment: code segment, data segment, stack segment, extra segment. Each segment can be repeated multiple times. No issue. Understand? What is the maximum size of one segment? 64K. What is the minimum size of segment? 16 byte. Those who are not able to understand all these things, just remember this data. That is fine. Understand? Okay. Why we need virtual address? Because one physical address is of 20 bit. It is not byte compatible. Plus 8086 is 16-bit microprocessor. Everything which is available in 8086 is of 16-bit. We can't handle 20 bit of data. That's why we need virtual address. So we have created virtual address. What is virtual address? Segment address colon offset address. Segment address is what? The starting location of your one segment. Offset address is the distance from that starting location. Understand? How to get the physical address out of this? What is this? Segment address multiply with 10 plus offset address. That is your actual physical address. It is of how many bit physical address? 20 bit. Settled? Yes? Oh, now 4, 5, X is there any segment in 8086 which can start on this location? Is it possible?
No.
No, because we are always multiplying our virtual address with 10. So it must be ended with 0.
Zero.
Understand?
Yes.
So any segment can't start on such location. It must be ended with 0.
Zero.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, a constant. This is my memory. Either this is my microprocessor. Memory is different, microprocessor is different. They are connected with address bus and database. Yes,
Yes.
constant data. Now, each location can store how many bit number? 8 bit location. How many such locations possible?
1 million.
1 million. Total memory is 1 megabyte. Yes.
Yes.
This address is of 20 bit. But if you want to access it, 16 bit colon 16 bit. That will use. Yes.
Yes.
Who will create the segment in this? We as a user. Who will manage it?
Computer.
We don't need to manage it. Once we create it, it is handled by computer only. Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Now I want to give the starting location to my segment. Yes.
Yes.
There are 4 kind of segment: code segment, data segment, stack segment, extra segment. Okay. So where my segment is getting started, ये मारे जानू होई तो केवी तक खबर पड़े using segment registers. Okay. The starting location of my segment is given by segment registers, which are residing inside my microprocessor. Registers are inside my microprocessor. Memory is in memory. Segments are actually in memory. Segment ક્યાં છે? અહીંયા છે. એને એક્સેસ કરવા માટેની લોકેશન ક્યાં છે? અહીંયા છે. આમાં શામાં છે? રજિસ્ટરમાં છે. Clear?
Yes.
So there are 4 registers: CS, DS, ES and SS. Code segment register. It is not code segment. There is a difference between code segment and code segment register. This is code segment register, stack segment register, data segment register, extra segment register. These are stored inside my microprocessor and they will give me the starting location of my segment. Understand?
Yes.
ES will give me the starting location of my extra segment. CS will give me the starting location of my code segment. Understand?
Yes.
Yes. They are inside your microprocessor. Get it? What is the size of each of these registers? CS, DS, ES and SS. What is the size of my code segment register? આટલું ભણ્યા પછી આ તો આવડવું જોઈએ. 16 bit. Segment register is a 16 bit number, so it must store 16 bit of data. Yes?
Yes.
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 Same way, if I am having some offset, that also of 16 bit. So that register also of 16 bit data. Understand? Okay. So these are called my segment register. Same way I am having offset registers, which will give my offset. Understand?
Yes.
Which are the offset register? IP, base pointer, stack pointer, source index and destination index. These are my offset. What are these? Offset registers. Registers are stored inside your microprocessor. So they are stored inside your 8086 microprocessor. So now concentrate. થોડું ધ્યાનથી. CS is associated with IP. CS is my segment register. IP is my offset register. Data segment with SI. This is my segment register, offset register. ES with DI. Segment register, offset register. Stack segment, base pointer or stack pointer, depends. Understand?
Yes.
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 So now in exam, if I want to ask you something and I want to give you good marks, what I will ask? 1, 2, 3, 4, colon 1, 1, 1, 1. Find out the physical address. What will you do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 4, 3, 1. This is my physical address. You can do this like easy. Yes?
Yes.
But now what I will do? In my 8086, CS registers contain 1, 2, 3, 4. SS registers contain 1 1 1 1. IP contains 1 2 3 4 again. Okay. BP contains 1 2 3 4 5. If I want to find out the starting location, physical address of stack segment, please tell me out of this. Question can come like this also. Now you first need to understand. I want to find out the starting location of which segment? Stack segment. Stack segment is starting location. कौन आ गया? Stack segment register. What is stack segment register? This. Yes. What is the offset in stack segment register? This. Yes. So 1 1 1 1 0 1 2 3 5. Same question. You need to do the same thing, but you need to understand what to add. If I simply tell you, tell me the starting location, physical location of code segment, then CS colon IP. CS is 1 2 3 4, IP is 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 0 plus 1 2 3 4. That is your physical address. Yes.
Yes.
In 8086, you are having microprocessor, memory. Your segments are in memory. Where that segment starts, it is decided by registers over here. Which register? Segment register. There are 4 segment registers: code segment, data segment, stack segment, extra segment registers. Understand? They will give you the starting location of segment. All registers are of 16 bit. Okay? At the same time, you are having registers which gives you offset address also. Which are the registers? IP, SI, DI, BP, SP. Understand?
Yes.
Yes. So if I use CS colon IP, I am going to core segment. If I am using SS colon SI, SP, I am going to stack segment. Understand?
Yes.
If I am using DS colon SI, I am going to data segment. Get it? How many segments possible over here? Multiple. Which kind of segments? Only 4 kind of segments. Understand?
Yes.
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 Virtual address is written like segment address colon offset address. Segment address is of how many bit? 16. Offset address, physical address, 20. Fast. Each location can store how many bit data? 8. Data is stored in memory or microprocessor? Memory. Microprocessor is only storing registers.
Registers.
Yes.
Yes.
Good enough. Nice. This is done. This is done. Segmentation is segmentation is compulsory? Yes. Otherwise you can't access memory. So it is compulsory. Okay. Size of segment. What is the maximum size of one segment? 64K. 64 nahi. 64K. Why 64K? 16 bit offset address. 2 raised to 16 is 64K. What is the minimum size? 16 byte. Why? Segment address is of 16 bit. You need to put 0 at the end. So that difference is 10 hex. 10 hex is 16. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 H is not possible. It must be ended with
0.
Offset register, segment register, done. Now the last and final one. Final one. For each segment register, you are having one offset register. CS માટે IP છે, DS માટે SI છે, ES માટે DI છે. ખાલી stack segment માટે બે offset છે. Which are the two offset? BP and SP. Stack pointer and base pointer. There are 2 pointers. Stack pointer and the stack pointer is nothing but a top variable that you are using in stack. So if this is my stack can have 2 operations, push operation and pop operation. If I want to store 50 will go here. Then if I want to store 60, again 60 will get pushed over here. Then I want to get data again, I need to pop the value. So 60 will come out first, 50 remains inside. Then if I need to pop, 50 will come out. This is how stack works. A simple example is, can someone is having notebook? Stack is working in the form of LIFO. Last in, first out. Give me notebooks. Yes, out. Okay, out. Okay. So now how stack works? Concentrate here. First push operation. Push. I want my green notebook back. I can't get it like this. This is not how stack works. So how stack works? Now I need to apply pop operation. This will come out first. Last in, first out. Again do pop. Now I will get my green book. So I need to apply pop 2 times, then I can get my data. If I want my last notebook again pop operation, it will go out. Again pop operation. Now you can get your data. This is how your stack works. Understand? LIFO is the order in which your stack works. Last in, first out. 2 operation, push, pop. Understand?
Yes.
Now problem is how I can push something on my stack using top variable. Top variable is always pointing on the top of my stack. Understand? What do you mean by that? Suppose these are my stack. My top is currently pointing over here. Understand? When I push anything, push will be done on top. So it will be done on top. Understand? When you do the push operation, top will go automatically one step ahead. Now it is pointing over here. Now again I doing push, top will pointing on top. Again I push here, top will pointing over here. Now if I again push something, it will go on top. Understand?
Yes.
So top is one pointer which always pointing where you want to push your data. Understand? Yes. The problem with your data is now suppose you require last data that you have inserted, the first data that is actually inserted, then you need to pop all the data,
Yes.
which is very tedious task.
Yes.
So to resolve that issue, you are having one more pointer called base pointer. Now base pointer is an extra pointer which can point anywhere in the stack. So what I will do? Top to જ્યાં છે ત્યાં જ રહેશે. I will change the value of base pointer to 0. I will go to stack pointer, fetch my data, so that I can fetch my data faster. This is what we do. Understand?
Yes.
So every time to get your actual data of one location, you don't need to traverse full stack. We need one extra pointer. That extra pointer is your base pointer. Understand?
Yes.
And by default, every time stack is full at the top only. So you need one pointer, that is your SP, stack pointer, which is always pointing on top. Get it?
Yes.
This is your segmentation 8086 in memory. Done?
Yes.
Thank you.